Rebecca Wiseman.
Hello, thank you. My name is Rebecca Wiseman with this road. I'm a Dundalk resident. My concern is 7-053, 7-016. These developmental zoning, I represent Hands Off, Don't Touch. Who I'm here for tonight is our children. Taking away our fields, our parks. And we have memories of rolling down that field just right across the street. And my dad playing softball, and my mom sitting eating sunflower seeds next to him. When you take away our fields, you take away memories, and you take away our children's voice. You're taking away the green. You're overcrowding areas, putting in these buildings. When we're already overcrowded, I speak for our children because our schools have issues right now because of this. Our teachers are struggling. There's too many students in class. We already have enough problems. We don't need it anymore. We need to save our parks. We need to save our fields. Shutting down our North Point Village or selling it off rec center is a big problem. Thank you, Governor, for all that he has done. There are a lot of issues with the zonings around here trying to develop on areas that are toxic. Having zoning exceptions and permits put in and money paid for that, when we can put that money into our children, into our schools. I'm an advocate for after-school programs parents can't afford, and that money being used can be used to help our kids, our future, because we're taking their choices away from them every time you take away a field. Every time you put another building there, you are telling them, no, sit down, you don't have a voice. We need to think about our children and not just what we're trying to do right now for the money or to fix a problem and put a Band-Aid on it right now. I appreciate your time. Please think about our children.
Scott Collier with Rebecca Wiseman here at the Dundalk Senior High CZMP meeting. Rebecca did a great job giving a speech a little while ago to the board and got the most applause out of anyone. And they really were very receptive to how she cares about the kids. Recently, Rebecca had an issue happening at the Stricker school, and it had to deal with a family member, and she's doing some great work in the community and getting a lot of support. Would like for Rebecca to give a little bit more information about what is happening and how things are unfolding. Rebecca.
As it stands, we are still waiting for a response as it is spring break and the public schooling system is out until Monday. In the meantime, what I've done is reached out to our communities, reached out to our people. I'm interviewing, I'm getting resources, I'm getting my education on existing issues that are very similar to what hit home with me. This is a broad spectrum of a problem that we as citizens in our community need to stand up and we need to scream out for our children. And that's what I'm trying to do. When I first initially did this, it was just to speak out for my family member. Now it seems it's a nationwide, citywide problem, and I'm proud to stand up for us, and I'm proud to figure out to change some laws, to change some things, and execute some policies, and see what we have to do to make a better future and a better atmosphere for our children in the schools as it stands. And that's where I'm at with this. Every meeting, every protest, every standing out that I can and join in, and I asked the rest of the city to stand with me and join me and learn your policies and learn the things that you need to be involved in so that we can get better things out here for our kids and get them involved in activities, have better resources for different therapies, different activities, different after-school events, to bring awareness, to bring a lightness, and get our kids in a positive atmosphere, and that's where I'm headed with this. I also wanted to touch base on the bullying that's going on in our schools right now. It's a major problem. A lot of the history behind this happening is that these children are needing help, or it's a cry for help. My concern is our kids going into school every day and needing someone to stand up for them, and the different programs and the different things. And that's one aspect of it. But another aspect of that is the consequences that come from the bullying when it's too late. And that's what we need to prevent. That's why I'm screaming out loud before it's too late. We can get into, these kids committing suicide because they're too afraid to deal with it, and they don't have anybody speaking up for them. We have children who are lashing out to get back at their predator, and then they end up in trouble with the law or with the school, and the victim is now being punished for standing up for themselves. When you go into these schools, a lot of times you have leaders and people who are in control, who are supposed to take control, who are evading the issues, who are ignoring it. I know this from personal experience. So parents and our teachers, I'm sure, feel left out in a field with no options of what to do. No one is handling the problem. No one is coming up with a resolution. No one is laying down the hammer. No one is executing consequences so that these children are learning that it's not okay. Bullying is not okay in any form or fashion, whether it be physical, whether it be mental, whether it be verbal. And that's what we need to stand up and scream out for these kids. The suicide rates have increased. I've been reading into that. And the resources that come for these kids, we need more people to be aware of them. We need more people to look into them and get the help that they need. And that's kind of where I'm headed with the calls that I have. It is Hands Off No Touch. I've created a Facebook page. You can email me there at any time with any concerns, suggestions. I do have a petition right now for and what we want to do is get as many signatures as we can get so that we can try and change some policies around to protect our children. We want to try and change some of the procedures and things that are done in the school so our children are protected. If you could look for that at change.org. Look me up on Facebook. It's Rebecca Wiseman. # Hands Off Don't Touch. Look for our Facebook page, Hands Off Don't Touch. And sign that petition, share it, get it out in our communities, and stand up for our kids. Help me help our children.